Hello everybody and welcome again to the Sandcat channel. Now, the channel has a new look and feel to it. I've been experimenting with the style and how the figures are arranged in the slides, so this is something new about the channel. And so we're going to talk about Sandcat subspecies. Did you know that there are four separate subspecies of the sandcat? They are Felis margarita and then subspecies margarita in northern Africa, Felis margarita harrisoni in the Arabian Peninsula, and Felis margarita scheffeli in Pakistan. In Pakistan, they capture a lot of sandcats that they want to sell to zoos or to as private pets to private individuals. And there's also Felis margarita thinobia in Central Asia, in areas like Kazakhstan near the Caspian Sea. So as we can see on the map here, that this is a figure from Cole and Wilson from the year 2015, mammalian species, that in area number one we have Felis margarita harrisoni, the Arabian Peninsula. In number 3 and 4 we have Felis margarita um, scheffeli and also thinobia. And in area number 2 we have Felis margarita, which actually gave the Latin name of the species. And we can see that these four separate groups, they're very disjunct. They're very separated by a lot of mountainous areas. Some people surmise that Felis margarita scheffeli is extinct in Pakistan. But as you can see, that there are these big groups, and they're separated by the Sahara Desert and also the mountainous Sinai Peninsula, and also Iran, which is very mountainous. And so that's why people are thinking that researchers think that Felis margarita, the sandcat, has broken up into several subgroups or subspecies, and now they're diverging, which makes this species a very good species to study for population studies and also ecology studies, and to see how new species arise. And so how are these subspecies, or how are these four different groups different? They differ mainly in their coat markings, the skull size and shape, the number of rings on their tails, and also their coloration. Some subspecies are lighter and some are darker compared to the others. And as you can see, that they're separated by large geographical areas, mainly the African and the 2 or 3 Asian populations, due to the mountainous Sinai Peninsula. So that's the real reason that these populations are separated from one another. There's no gene flow between the two groups, and so that's why they're beginning to diverge from one another. Now, however, they have done mitochondrial DNA studies on the sandcat, and if you remember your high school biology, just like how the human body has a brain, a liver, spleen, etc., all sorts of organs, cells also have little cell organelles such as the Golgi apparatus, the nucleus, or the endoplasmic reticulum. That's a very long name you might remember from high school, or the mitochondrion. Mitochondrion, it produces energy in the cell. There are hundreds of mitochondria in each of your cells, and they have this special membranous, this membrane type structure, and it produces energy. They have like several dozen genes which are responsible for energy production. They have a small short genome, 16,000 to 17,000 base pairs of DNA letters. You can see that there's a DNA in purple. But the maximum difference between all four subspecies is at best 1% of the whole entire mitochondrial DNA. And so we infer that that the four sandcat subspecies are really only different forms. They don't rise to the level of an individual separate new species. And so the sandcat still has a pretty much long ways to go before we can talk about separate a new species coming from the sandcat. But so let's compare the sandcat to the clouded leopard, as we can see here. This is an image taken from Brussels et al. They analyzed the genome of 2 clouded leopard species, and in this case, there are 2 clouded leopard species on the left and on the right, in green and in purple. Neophelis nebulosa, the clouded leopard, and Neophelis diardi, which lives in Borneo and these island areas, Sumatra. They're different in shape and size and in the arrangement of their spots, and researchers now classify them as separate species. These are actually two separate species in the large cat lineage, and we can see that like Neophylis nebulosa is in green in Southeast Asia. And so, because of this water boundary, which is a even more stricter boundary, we can see that these two actually there were four subspecies which which diverged into two separate species of clouded leopard. So there are two species of clouded leopard. These have gone further down the line in speciation compared to the sandcat. Maybe a similar trend will happen with the sandcat as they diverge from one another, the African and Asian populations. So these are the four sandcat groups. So please like this video, and if you would want to watch more sandcat videos, please donate by clicking on the link below. Thank you very much for your attention, and God bless and have a nice day.